third graders. I have a Japanese fable to share with you. It is called The Grateful Crane, and it is beautifully written and illustrated with watercolor. All right, so here we go. The Grateful Crane. Long, long ago, there lived an old man and old woman. They were poor, but they always lived happily together. One day in winter, the old man put a big bundle of firewood on his back and he went out to sell it in the town. As he went along, it started to snow. It was freezing cold, but the old man pushed forward in the snow step by step. Suddenly he heard some strange sound. It was like the flapping of wings. Well, well, what's the matter? The old man went up to something on the snow from which the sound was coming. It was a crane. The crane was struggling to escape from a trap. Oh, poor bird, don't struggle so hard. I'll help you out right away. The old man got the crane off the trap. The crane flapped its wings and flew away in the snowy sky, whooping happily. That night, the old man came home and told his wife about the crane he had helped. You did a good thing, said the old woman. Just then there was a knock at the door. Please open the door, someone was saying. The old woman hurried to the door and opened it. A little girl was standing there. She was very pretty. She had fair complexion and beautiful dark eyes. She said, I'm troubled by this snow. Please give me shelter for the night. Oh, come right in. You must be very cold, aren't you, covered with so much snow. I'll make a good fire, so warm your body and don't catch a cold. The old man and old woman let the girl sit by the fire. They also gave her hot rice porridge. They put her in bed with whatever quilts they had, and they themselves slept in a heap of straw. The next morning, the old man and old woman got up with a big surprise. There was already a fire in the fireplace, and there was clean water in the water jar. Every corner of the house was cleaned. A girl with her sleeves tucked up with a red sash was busily working. It was the girl who came last night. Good morning, Grandpa and Grandma. Please wash your faces. Breakfast is ready. The old man and old woman were very pleased and talked to each other. It's like a dream. It's like we have a daughter now. It kept snowing the next day and again the next day. The old man and old woman knew that the girl had no parents and she was alone. The girl became their daughter. Snow is falling, hail is falling, let's dance together, hand in hand. The children in the neighborhood came to her house to play with her. The old man's house became very lively now. The New Year's Day was coming around the corner. The old man and old woman talked to each other again and again. I want to buy a Japanese classic dress kimono for her. Though we can't buy her a kimono, I want to make mochi for her. But they were poor, so they couldn't do anything. One day the girl said, I'm going to weave. Please don't look into the room while I am weaving. The old man and his wife wondered why she said such a thing, but they promised not to look in. The girl confined herself to the weaving room. She kept weaving, making pleasant chinkara tam tam, chinkara tam tam. After 3 days, the girl came out of the weaving room. She had beautiful cloth in her hand, which had silvery, shining patterns. The old man said, How beautiful it is. Then the girl said, Grandpa, please take this cloth to the town and sell it, but never name your own price. The old man took the cloth to the town. People in the town gathered around him to see the beautiful cloth the girl had made. I'll pay you 10 for it. No, I'll pay 20. Don't be silly. This is a very precious kind of cloth called crane silk that can be hardly found. I'll pay 50 then. No, I'll pay 100. After all, the cloth was sold at quite a high price. The old man was very surprised and hurried home. Tomorrow is a New Year's Day. The New Year's Day is a happy day. We eat mochi whiter than snow and drink so smooth as oil. The New Year's Day is a happy day. The kind-hearted old man and old woman invited all the children in the village and treated them to mochi. When New Year's Day was over, the girl began to weave again. Please don't look in when I am weaving, she said again and again. Oh, no, we won't. The old man and old woman promised never to look in. A couple of days passed. Chinkara tan tan, chinkara tan tan. The loom kept sounding without a pause. She is weaving again, isn't she? People in the neighborhood said. You will make a profit again. How nice the sound she is making. I want to see how she is weaving. They talked to each other. But she told me not to look in when she was weaving. Why? You are her parents. It isn't a bad thing to see how your daughter is weaving. That's right, said the old woman to herself. To tell the truth, I have been longing for a sight of her weaving at the loom. I'm going to look into the room. Don't do it. The old man stopped her, but alas, she was already looking into the room. Oh my goodness. On looking at the sight in the room, the old woman began to tremble. In the room, there was a crane. The crane was pulling out her feathers with her long bill and weaving the cloth with them. The door of the weaving room was opened quietly, and the girl came out with the half-finished cloth in her arms. She looked very weakened. Grandpa and Grandma, I am the crane, helped by you. I thought I would want to weave another piece of silk to repay your kindness. But now that you know I am the crane, I can't stay here any longer. I must say goodbye. On saying this, she became a crane and flew up to the sky and made a circle flatteringly. Then it whooped and flew into the afterglow of the sky. And that is the Japanese fable called The Grateful Crane. I hope you enjoyed it.